Hey, Snap team, how you doing? Anthony Nitz here, uh, founding member with Snap Delivered, as well as independent business owner. And I just wanted to kind of give you a quick walkthrough of some of the steps that you're going to need to do, you want to do right away, and take advantage of. There's been some updates lately, some pretty big updates that you need to be aware of. And so if you haven't been keeping up on things, I'm going to suggest it's really important that you watch this entire video so that you are up to date, current with what's going on. Now, I have people that say to me, they go, Anthony, oh my gosh, they changed something else. Oh my gosh, something's not working. Oh my gosh, this. And I can't tell you how excited I am about that being the case every single time. And I want you to understand it so that you kind of can adopt this same mindset where you go, wait a minute. If things are changing, it means there's progress going on. It's not because it's not working. It's just, it's not working yet, right? We have, Snap Delivered launched in, June of 2021, right? And so and when I say launched, I mean, it was a concept. It was an idea. There was no website. There was no app. There was no platform. There was no back office. There was nothing. It was an idea. And so they've taken that from where it is now until up to where it was then up to where it is now, which is like huge leaps and bounds, right? They're making huge progress on this, and it's only going to get better and better and better. And I point this out to you because I know for me, every single program that I've been part of, where there's been road bumps and hiccups and things like that, in the beginning are the ones where they take off like a rocket ship once everything gets established and settled and figured out. And because you got to try things. You go, hey, you know what? I think this idea would work here for this app and make it function a certain way and stuff. And then you start running it, and then you realize, oh my gosh, at scale, it doesn't work. We got to change something, right? So there's been some significant updates in with Snap Delivered, and so we're going to kind of go over those. And one of those is that if you are already registered with Snap Delivered, your referral codes have changed. Okay, now if you're like a lot of people who see Snap Delivered and they go, oh wow, this is so cool, I love Snap Delivered, love the idea, but you haven't done anything with it. This is no big deal. You go and get your new referral codes. We'll show you how to do that. For those of you who are, you're like going, hey, wait a minute, I've been promoting this and I'm using my referral codes. Don't worry. The old referral codes will continue to last for a little while. I'm not going to say how long because I really don't know. But it's kind of one of those things where you go, I just got to deal with it. Like for me, I've got a lot of digital assets out there. I can't go out. I can't, like videos. I can't go out and change the referral code that shows up in the video. But what am I going to do? Sit here and complain about it? No, let's just go forward. Let's focus on the big picture down the road as opposed to, a little minutia right here and complain and things like that. And I'm just saying that I want to work with people who have big picture vision as opposed to, worrying about little minor details. I had some guy just, go on a big old rant on one of my videos about how, this isn't working and the website and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to wait 5 years until it's all figured out. Well, guess what? If that's the case, if you're that person and you go, hey, I'm going to wait 5 years until something is worked out, too late. It's too late then. Everything has been worked out, and all the people who are going to come in and really be able to take advantage of this opportunity that's presented to you is going to take advantage of it. So that all being said, let's kind of get into some of the details here. So I'm going simultaneously on my phone here. I'm recording, so I'll throw it up on the screen here. And so the first thing that you need to do, if you're watching this for the first time, if you haven't registered, the link is in the description. Go click on the link and get registered with Snap Delivered, because the sooner you get registered with Snap Delivered, the sooner you get your referral codes, the sooner you can start sharing and spreading the word, right? If you sit around and you wait and you're kind of, I'm doing all the research. Guys, there's no cost. Do you understand this? There is no cost. I've had people argue with me about, well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm like, why? Why? There's no cost. You understand the concept. It's a good concept, right? Yeah. And there's no cost, right? If you want to become a manager, then there's a $300 annual fee for it. That's a big deal, right? I mean, you're talking, what's that? That's this 20, I don't know, $27 a month, something like that. If you look at it that way, right? So, I mean, big deal. But don't become a manager, but register the app, start sharing, test it for yourself, see what the response is as you're talking to restaurants using the strategy that I'm going to show you at the end of this video. Okay. So let's look at, getting registered with those new links. And then also what you have to do is you have to, if you, haven't installed the app already, once you register using the links below or the link that somebody gave you, you have to go install the appropriate app. Now, if you're going to be a driver, there is a Snap Delivered driver app. Install that one. Okay. If you're going to be just a customer or a manager, install the customer app. Okay. But if you're going to be driving at all, so like even if you go, well, I'm going to be a manager, but I'm going to be a driver as well, install the driver app, because it doesn't matter, right? You get either or app and you're still in the system and you still can upgrade to be a manager either way. Okay. But there's some people, it's like myself. I'm just not a driver. I build businesses and that's what I do. And so it doesn't make sense for me to download the driver app. Although honestly, I probably will, because, we're getting ready to open up my area here and they're probably going to need, fail-safe drivers and things like that. So anyway, a whole different conversation. We'll talk about that in another video. Let's talk about, so install the appropriate app. If you have already installed the app, you'll see, like on my phone right here, I have both apps installed. So I have, the one that is, this one here, that I'm moving. It's the old app. And if you still have that and you tap on it, you go, oh my gosh, it's not working, right? And this is where a lot of calls come from. They're going, oh man, things are broken, Snap Delivered, blah, 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 right? But what you have to do, delete that app, and go install the new app. Okay, now here's the new app. Now this is strictly focused on delivery. Okay, so one of the things that you'll notice, I gotta move this thing here, is that when you go into the menu section here, there is no refer and earn. Do you see that? So we used to have the refer and earn right inside the app. Now, I expect that in future updates that there will be that feature added, because it would be a shame for all of these customers and drivers and restaurants to have the app and not have an easy way to share it. But it's an update, guys. They had to change the app platform for functionality and to make sure that this is going to be a long-term smooth use of the product and stuff. So make sure you get the appropriate app installed. Delete the old one if you have the old one, okay, and put the new one in. Okay, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into snapdeliveredteam.com. What we've got, yeah, right here. So Snap Delivered Team, okay, and it automatically logs me in because I'm already, a member and all stuff. But I want you to see this, and I'm doing this all on the phone. You can do this all on the computer too, but I'm doing it on the phone because most people are going to be using the phone. Okay, so you'll see what it. Actually, let me go to the home or the overview. Here you go. So when you install the app, depending on when you're watching this, when you go to the website, depending on when you're watching this, the updates will be different. Will look different. Okay, and they'll be, because they're every day. They're doing more and more updates. Matter of fact, I was getting ready to record this video yesterday. In the middle of recording, they took down the Snap Delivered Team site to do updates. Okay, so like, okay, I'll wait till today to do it. So now you're here. You're on the overview, and I want you to see something. So, for example, it says rank referral partner. Guys, I'm a founding member, and I'm a manager. So no, my next rank manager. So I'm telling you this because if you get there and stuff is not reflecting correctly, Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Because there's only a couple of things that you need to focus on right now. This stuff will all get fixed. You think that they don't know that this stuff is, and they talk about it all the time. And same thing with like profile. So if I click on, I'm trying to click on the little profile picture in the upper right hand corner, nothing. So again, don't worry about it. What you want to be worrying about is there's a couple of things here. So if you look at the menu, when I tap the three dots there, it says my referral link. That is what you want to be focusing on. And then if you want to, and then when you start bringing people into the organization, you look at your genealogy and it'll show you how many people are signed up under you, how much, how many people they're bringing in and stuff. And that's an important feature, because as you start seeing who's bringing who in and you start seeing other restaurants coming on board, those are the people you probably want to focus on helping them grow, so that they can, because they're going to be, what I like to call your generals. They're the ones who are going, hey, we're getting out there and we're crushing this thing. Okay. So you got genealogy, and then you've got compensation plan, and you can go there and you can, download the compensation plan if you want to. And I suggest, look, if you are just downloading the app and you're not upgrading to a manager, don't worry about the compensation plan. You're going to get your paid for everybody that you refer. Period. That's it. Okay. If you want to get into secondary, third, fourth, fifth levels and so on, and upgrade in position and things like that, then download the compensation plan and get familiar with it and say, okay, this is what I need to do to get to where I want to. This is where you can start setting some goals and say, I want to get this done. And then of course there's the upgrade to manager. So once you have the app installed, you've registered, you're going to log into snapdeliveredteam.com using the same phone number and same password you used for your app. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then you're going to come in here, and when you're ready, you just click on Upgrade to Manager. And it's going to take you to another page, which is like the store, where you get to Manager Upgrade, $2.99. Okay, and there you go. Remember, it's not necessary to upgrade to the manager position if you don't want to. That's fine. All right. So let's talk about finding your referral links. Okay. So now, if you go here and you click on referral links, you're going to see that there's three different referral links. Okay. So you're going to have customers, driver customers, drivers, and then merchant customers. Okay. And any one of them, you can copy that link, and you'll see right there it says referral link copied. Now I'm going to show you, because you want to be sharing these links with as many people as possible. I'm going to show you an easy way that I use to share those links. So like if somebody says, hey, yeah, gosh, I'm interested in becoming a manager, or I'm interested in becoming a driver, or something like that. Instead of having to go into snapdeliveredteam.com and copy your driver link and send it to that person, here's what I do is I copy those links, and then I'll go into my messaging app. Okay. And then what I'll go into is I'll create a quick response. So right here, you'll see it says, here's the link for Snap Delivered customer/manager. Register here, then call or text me for further instructions. Okay. And so now when I go into my, I go to create a message, I got to put somebody in. So let's put, put her. Okay. And I go in here and I say, okay, I want to do a quick response, right? So I can pick one. So now I just go, oh, I want that one. Okay. Bam. So you do that, you create a quick response. This is just an example of what you can do. Okay. You create a quick response for all three of these, for customers, drivers, and restaurants. Okay. And that way, now you are able to, quickly share this information with other people. But you don't want to just leave it at that, because the registration page is simply just a form that they fill out. Okay. You want to get other information. So create some other quick responses as you get more information. as you get more videos, as we put up videos, as you see other people put up videos, be careful, just use your discretion. You can share those things with them, but maybe make your own content as well. Okay, that you can share, and now you can create all these quick responses. You go, this is the one I want to send. There you go. Or there's some other resources as the company continues to develop marketing materials. Those will become available as well. And again, with regard to marketing materials, just be patient. Okay. So now you've got those. You've got all the got all that, and you go, well, okay, cool. But where do I find my referral code? Because you'll notice when you go here and you go overview, it doesn't say what my referral code is, and and this stuff isn't even updated. This isn't even it's not, none of this information here is reflecting anything. But so where do I get my referral code? Well, one of the things you can do, and I do this on the desktop because it's just easier for me to do, but what you can do is copy that link. Okay, so go in here, go to my referral links, and then copy the link. Okay, simple. You see it says referral link copied. Cool. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll take that link, because it's copied, and I'll go into a notes app or something like this. And for this, I'm going to bring this up on the screen here. Let me jump out of the way here. All right. So what I did was I copied this link. Oops. Thanks. Come on. Okay, so I copied my referral link. Okay, and this one you'll see is for customer. Okay, when you send one that says driver, it says driver. When you send one for the restaurant, it says merchant. Okay, and so this is how the system identifies what role these people are signing up in. Okay, do not modify these links. Do not change them in any way. But what I wanted to show you when I highlighted in red, this number here in red is my referral code. Okay, this is how you find your referral code. And Anthony, why would I want my referral code? Well, maybe you're creating additional marketing materials like the one I'm going to show you in just a moment, where you can, get people to go in and register and log in and register by manually entering your referral code as opposed to using a link. Okay, just use your, however you want to do it, but this is an option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my referral code in this. Okay, and so now I have that. And again, save it in your notes app, save it in something else, whatever. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a tool like this flyer right here. This is a great flyer. This is something that another Snap delivered manager put together. And great flyer. I love it. Very well thought out, very well laid out. And it's editable. This is so cool. So it addresses everything right out the door. $2 flat fee, boom, right? You're going to get that attention. And then it has kind of the comparison. And it has a QR code to a video that they created. Now I checked out the link that the QR code is on. It's just a bit.ly link to a redirect to a page. So, you're good to go there. And what I do, and let's see, I already did it, but let's just assume here. Let me take all this out of here. Okay. So when I come to this page, these fields are blank, and I just come in here and I paste my referral code. Okay. And then I'm going to put in my name. And then I'm going to put in my phone number. Okay. And then on the second page, you'll see this has all the frequently asked questions. I mean, so nicely done. Okay. And then down here, same thing. Yeah. Put in your referral code. Okay. Make sure you put in your referral code. Now you can go and print 100 of these. So what you're going to have to do is with the link that I have down below in the description, you're going to see this link to this particular flyer. You can download it and print as many flyers as you want. I suggest that you print at least 100 flyers today, right? Just go print 100 flyers, double-sided, so it's one page that you're handing to somebody. And I'll kind of give you, a couple of techniques that you can use to go out and and deliver these. And I call one of them the focused approach, and one of them is the drop-off approach. The focused approach is going to be more towards people who are serious about building a team, about building your business, about, hey, I really want to try to get as many people on the system as possible. And this is the one where, I would walk into a restaurant and I would just say, hey, this is my technique. I walk in and I have my little folder with me that I have my flyers sticking in, and I say, hey, who's in charge of deliveries, right? And oftentimes it'll either be the kid, the guy, whatever, who's, just getting the deliveries on the rack to be picked up. But sometimes it's, somebody, they'll say, oh, you need to talk to Joe, whoever's the manager or something like that. Sometimes. So it's a 50-50 kind of shot. And I just tell them, I say, look, hey, I've got, we're a new delivery service. We're coming into your area. We're going to be opening up within the next 30 to 45 days. We're introducing ourselves to restaurants. There's no cost to participate. I just want to, and we only do a $2 per order delivery fee to the restaurants. It's not a teaser rate. This is our rate. It will be, and ongoing will remain at $2, indefinitely. And I wanted to see if I could set an appointment for 15 minutes, just 15 minutes for me just to cover some highlights of this, and how you guys, are going to save thousands of dollars using this service when we open up. And sometimes the response is, okay, I'll pass it on to the manager. Fine. I do that. And then I make a note of that restaurant and I go back, at a later date, usually in a few days or a week or something like that. Sometimes they go, oh, well, you need to talk to, Elisa. She's the, she's like the manager, or she's the owner. And in smaller restaurants, smaller family-owned restaurants, you're going to be talking to the people anyways, the person. And I do this, and here's me, I don't worry about what time it is. People say don't go in during lunch hour and during dinner and all stuff. And I know what my schedule is, and I'm kind of like, well, but sometimes that's the only time I can go in. But that's why I use hey, I just want to drop this off, and here's a 15, and I want to schedule an appointment for 15 minutes. Well, 15 minutes is something that a lot of people can usually absorb, right? They can take that and go, it's only 15 minutes. Just lay it out for me. And then I just hit the bullet points really quick, and I go, this is what it is. There's no cost to sign up. And when you partner with us, then you can also take advantage of the deliveries that other restaurants are doing as well. And that kind of gets their curiosity going as well. And I'm really, really key about making sure that I say when you partner with us, because unlike any other delivery service that's ever been out there, none of the big names, you're not a partner. You're just a victim of their corporate greed. With us, we're actually looking for partners to be part of this and benefit in the revenue that's generated from the delivery service. Is that something that sounds like it would be interesting to you guys as an additional revenue stream? And then they, well, what's involved, right? Okay, well, then we talk about them, upgrading to becoming a manager. It's only $300 a year, and I have other options and stuff like that. So that's kind of how that conversation goes, right? And they're like, some of them are like, yeah, okay, this makes sense. Or, and of course I've gotten that, well, we're really busy right now. Can we come back? Great. What's the time and day I can schedule that 15-minute appointment with you, right? And then I go back and see them at that point in time, right? So it's about establishing that connection, but making sure that you're not a threat, because, they've got salespeople coming in all the time. This is all benefit to you guys, no cost, saving tons of money. The other approach is what I call just the drop-off approach. So if you're a driver, you need to, and I mean, you probably need to have hundreds of these flyers put in your car. I don't care if you do them in black and white or if you do them in color because of cost, but I would highly suggest that you have these printed. Don't, if you have a printer at home, print them. If not, then, take them somewhere where you can get some copies made. You got a friend who works in an office somewhere who would be willing to do it. Let them do it. And I would have hundreds on there. And so what I would do if I were a driver, because you're trying to get in and out too. You're not trying to, set 15-minute appointments every single time, right? Is you get in there, and as you're picking up your food, hand the person who's handling the deliveries, hey, can you just give this to your manager? Done. And then you turn around and you walk out. Now, how effective is that? Is it going to be as effective as walking in and trying to have a conversation with somebody? No, it's not. But there's a saying. It says, if you never ask, then the answer is always no. It's always no if you never ask. And so at the very least, you are handing somebody a flyer with your name, your number, your referral code, where they go and they can register. They might register without ever even calling you. You never know that. You never know, right? So you could be in a position where you're like going, holy smokes, I just picked up 8 restaurants, who are interested in learning about Snap Delivered, and I didn't even talk to them, right? But unless you're handing out these flyers. Now, so what this does, it also helps kind of start spreading that word out, because you're going to go back to that same restaurant 2, 3, 4 times, maybe in a week, maybe more, depending on where you're at. Obviously, we're not talking about the McDonald's and the Arby's and the Denny's and things like that, big corporate stuff, unless you have a very specific connection at the corporate level. Then you need to contact Snap Delivered home office to have them get involved, because they understand the bureaucracy and the terminology and things like that they have to go through to assure these companies that, hey, this is worth their while as well, because they're not going to put their name and reputation at stake if it's if it's not going to work for them. So, but that aside, if you're in there just dropping off these flyers all the time, hey, can you give this to your manager? Sure. They don't care. There's, if it's just a little worker bee, they're going to take it and throw it on the manager's desk or whatever in the back and go from there, right? So increase your odds by doing that. Now, people ask me, they say, Anthony, who do you target? Do you target restaurants? Do you target customers? Do you target drivers? And in the beginning, I was really trying to focus on drivers, because I was thinking, okay, well, drivers, they're out there. It's like I just said, you have more of an opportunity to interact with other restaurants, customers, and even other drivers, right? But here's kind of the challenge, and don't take offense to this if you're a driver. My experience is that most of the drivers that I've spoken to, they're just trying to get out there and just get the job done. They're trying to get out there and pay their bills. So they're hustling, working, going from gig to gig to gig to gig, dropping off food. And a lot of them that I've spoken to just are not in the stage where they have that entrepreneurial spirit, where they understand, oh, leverage. Wait a minute, I can enjoy leverage. I can get paid for other people's efforts, and they don't get that, because they're just trying to pay the bills and to survive, so to speak, right? So, what I came to the conclusion is that I had to target restaurants. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example. So, one restaurant that we are talking to actually right now, they have 75 orders going out during a dinner rush, 2-hour dinner rush. 75. Okay. And when I think about that, and when we talk about being a partner with Snap Delivered, as opposed to, hey, we're just another delivery service, big deal, right? Being a partner with, and you explain to them, go, let me paint a picture here for you. So not only are you going to save thousands of dollars, for these guys, it's like, I think we figured out it was something like they were going to save, it was like $1,800 a day in deliveries. Okay. They were going to save $1,800 a day. And so they say, you say, okay, great, you're going to save $1,800 a day, but let me ask you, when another restaurant sends out an order, not your food, but they send out an order, and are you okay if you get paid for that? And they're kind of like, oh, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh, how do you do that? Okay. And and then we get into conversation. I'm not going to get into that too much right now, but as I explain it to them, I tell them, I say, you have the perfect scenario right here. So you are the hub. All the drivers come to you, and all the restaurants are placing their orders with you. I mean, not restaurants, customers are placing their orders with you. So you have an order that comes in from a customer. You say, okay, cool. You drop a card or a postcard in the bag with the food that says, hey, we're moving to a new delivery app. Install it. Use this referral code. Okay? So now, out of the 75 people that restaurant sends out in a 2-hour dinner rush, maybe only 10 install the app now, right? But now those people are tied to them. And if they're doing 75 every single day, how long do you think it'll be until they have several hundred customers? Not long, okay? At the same time, you have drivers coming in. And if you're a restaurant owner, I hope you're paying attention to this. If you have a driver coming in and you hand that, every driver that comes in, they get handed a flyer or a postcard or something like that says, we are moving to a new delivery service and we would like you to be one of our drivers, right? One of our partner drivers. And get creative. Now that driver's looking at that going, oh, gee whiz, I kind of deliver out of here, quite a bit. Maybe I should go get on the Snap Delivered app using the restaurant's referral code, right? Restaurant owners and managers tend to be more entrepreneurial and can see that opportunity. Now, once the drivers get on board, well, that's our job to help them understand. Do you know what an opportunity you have for yourself instead of just making a few bucks on every single delivery, to now build your own fleet of drivers and restaurants and things like that? It's amazing. So anyways, guys, I wanted to give you all the updates. I wanted to give you a little bit of actionable, steps that you can take to, just make your business be everything that it should be. And I hope this is good for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. No problem whatsoever. And we'll just go from there. Watch out for more videos. Watch out for more updates. Keep up on the updates. Be positive, be enthusiastic, and you will succeed. All right. Take care, guys. Have a great day.